Hello class 6. In our last computer class, we started chapter 1, categories of computers and computer languages. In that we discussed that there are 4 categories of computers. These are based on generation. Based on generations, there are 5 types of computer. First generation computer, second generation computer, third generation computer, fourth generation computer, and fifth generation of computers. Okay. The second category is based on type. Based on type, there are 3 types of computer: analog computer, digital computer, and hybrid computer. Then we will discuss about based on purpose. Based on purpose, there are 2 types of computer: general purpose computer and special purpose computer. Okay. The last one, based on size. Based on size also there are 2 types of computer: microcomputer, mini computer, mainframe computer, and supercomputer. Then we discuss about the first generation computer. In the first generation of computer, the main component was vacuum tubes, and time period was 1940 to 1956, and it started with the computer ENIAC, which was the first fully operational electronic general purpose computers, and it was developed by Professor J. Presper Eckert and John Mauchly in the USA. And what was the high level language used in the first generation of computer? Fortran, formula translation. Okay. And it was developed by IBM company, International Business Machine. Then we discuss about the features of computer. Features of first generation of computers. These computers were very large in size. Vacuum tubes was the main component, and these computers were based on machine level and assembly level language. Okay. Limitations: these computers were very difficult to operate. They needed heavy air conditioned system because of it was producing tremendous amounts of heat, and these computers also consumed huge quantity of electricity power supply. Then we discuss about the second generation of computer. In the second generation of computer, the main component was transistor, and the time period was 1956 till 1963. Okay, and this size of these computers were smaller than the first generation. It was faster and more reliable than the first generation. During this period, some high level languages like COBOL and BASIC were developed, and the computers were Univoc and Leo. Features: these computers were the transistors was the main component. These computers were smaller in size as compared to first generation, and the processing speed of these computers increased from millisecond to microsecond. In today's class, we are going to discuss at first about the third generation computers. The time period was 1964 till 1971. In the third generation computers used integrated circuits, say ICs. It was the main component of the third generation of computer. Once again I repeat, in the first generation the main component was vacuum tubes, in the second generation main component was transistor, and in the third generation main component was integrated circuits or ICs. So because of integrated circuits, these computers improved their performance. Now, what is integrated circuit? An integrated circuit is a compact electronic circuit containing hundreds of transistors. In one IC, we have hundreds of transistors and other electronic components that are packed on a thin piece of semiconductor material, which is known as the IC chip. Okay, you know about IC chip, and it is made up of what? Semiconductor material. Semiconductor material means it is neither a good conductor nor a bad conductor of electricity and heat. This generation of computers led to the invention of the mainframe computer. In this generation only, the mainframe computer was developed. Okay. Some examples of third generation computers are IBM 360 and Honeywell 200. These are the examples of third generation of computer. So once again, what was the main component in the third generation computer? ICs. What is IC? It is a compact electronic circuit which contains hundreds of transistors and other electronic components. And these are packed on a thin piece of semiconductor material which is known as the IC chip. And semiconductor means neither a good conductor nor a bad conductor of heat and electricity. Now, features of third generation computers. The first feature, the use of IC technology reduced the size of these computers. Because of the ICs, the size of this computer were smaller than the first and the second generation. Okay, these computers could do fast calculations. The calculation was done in the nanosecond. Nanosecond means 10 to the power 9 part of a second. Okay, 10 to the power what? Minus 9 part of the second. Their capacity to hold data and information was more due to improved secondary storage devices. Okay, secondary storage devices were improved so they could store more data and information. So this was about the third generation of computer. Now we'll discuss about the fourth generation of computers. The time period was 1971 till 1985. And what was the main component? Microprocessors. Microprocessors came into existence with this generation that led to the emergence of microcomputer. Because of the microprocessor only the microcomputer came. Okay. All personal computers, which we call PC, manufactured by IBM, then by Apple, HCL, Dell, Compaq, Lenovo, belong to fourth generation of computer. And now do you know what is the latest microprocessor? It is Intel Core i7. The Intel Core i7 is the latest microprocessor which is used in the desktop and laptops. Alright, languages like SQL, full form structured query language, C, C++, Java were developed in this generation. C, Java were developed in the fourth generation. Some examples of this type of computer like Apple I, IBM 370, Honeywell 6080. Now, what were the features of the fourth generation of computer? These computers are widely used for general purposes as well as commercial application. For general purpose, you can use these computers, and for the commercial also. The storage capacity of these computers increased up to several terabytes and even petabytes. Now, what is a 1 terabyte? 1 terabyte equal to 1024 gigabyte GB, and 1024 terabyte equal to 1 petabytes. Alright. Now, fifth generation of computer. The present computer and the future computer belongs to fifth generation of computer. Scientists are working to produce intelligent computers that can take decisions on their own. These computers will take the decision their own without our help. The main objective is to introduce IQ in this computer so that they can think and behave like human beings. So no need to learn any commands or any language. Just you give the order to the computer and they will obey. This concept is called artificial intelligence, AI. In this application, computers will behave like experts and interact with human beings. They will interact with us. Then in the next day, we'll discuss about that categories of computer based on type. As I said, there are three types of computer based on type: analog computer, digital computer, and hybrid computer. So, okay, you learned all these topics. Thank you.